Throughout the Mass Effect franchise, we've seen some of the greatest villains in gaming history, but they've all had one thing in common, and for Mass Effect 5, I think they need to change it. Welcome back, Commander. There is no doubt that Mass Effect has produced some of the greatest villains in the series, from Saren, the ruthless Turian who thought he was trying to save the species of the galaxy by allowing synthesis, to the Illusive Man, the pro-human billionaire who resurrected the saviour of the galaxy only to build an impressive personal army with the intent of stopping the saviour of the galaxy. The common denominator is with these villains, or antagonists if you prefer, is that they're all male. Even Harbinger has a masculine aura about it, you know, for a machine. With the latest End of 7 Day trailer, it shows that a character walking out what appears to be a hangar. The character looks to have a female form and is wearing an N7 jacket with the head fully covered. At the same time this trailer was released, head writer Mike Gamble tweeted to say that everything isn't as it seems. Now, we've seen a lot of people suggesting that this is Shepard or even Liara, but what if this is actually the new villain? We've seen Bioware produce some great female villains, but not in a starring role. There's Helena the Asari, who tricks you into killing her own sister, Telavista the Spectre working for the Shadow Broker, and even Maya Brooks, who stole the clone of Shepard. A compelling villain is crafted through a combination of characterization, believable motivations, and a complex backstory. They should possess qualities that make them more of a, more than just a one-dimensional antagonist, such as depth or vulnerability, even moments of empathy. By exploring their past traumas, ambitions, or moral justifications, writers can create villains with relatable aspects that challenge your perception. Saren as a character did this brilliantly. At the start of Mass Effect, it was very clear cut that he's the bad guy. He betrayed the Council, shot Nihilus in the head, and almost ruined humanity's chance at joining the Spectres. However, by the end of the game, you kind of understand his motivations. You might not agree with them, but you can empathise with him. I mean, you can even convince him what he's doing is wrong, and although it's too late to save him, he does see that you're right. Saren's backstory is fleshed out more in the comics and the novels, so if you don't read them, you're going to miss out on a little bit of context for his motivations. However, the game does do a decent job of depicting his internal struggle. The Illusive Man was far more complex antagonist. His backstory was set up from Mass Effect, although it was very subtle. We actually live out his backstory in the form of Mass Effect 2. Yes, granted, he has it fleshed out more in the comics as well, but from a player perspective, we build that relationship with him during the events of Mass Effect 2. He brings Shepard back from the dead, gives them a ship, and sets them up with the means to save Earth. Or save Earth's colonies, should I say. You may or may not like him, but by the end of the game, you probably respect him. Setting him up this way enables the audience to comprehend the rationale behind his actions, and then when he turns on Shepard in Mass Effect 3, and after everything he did, he now betrays you, and it hits home harder. With all his wealth and his power, he goes from being this useful ally to a formidable presence, one that poses a genuine threat. This ignites tension and drives the narrative forward. So how could these writing tactics be used to create a fantastic female villain in Mass Effect 5? Well, it could be a combination of both, Saren and the Illusive Man. And although Bioware have some allegiance to organisations such as the Alliance, it was quite happy not to give you the choice to return to them in Mass Effect 2. I know many players were not happy about this because of the attachment that they'd grown with Mass Effect 1. Returning to the Alliance in Mass Effect 3 reinforced this bond. So technically this could be their backstory. In the same way you've developed an attachment to the Illusive Man throughout the course of Mass Effect 2, we've also been developing an attachment to the Alliance. The female villain might be someone that we've never met before, in the same way that we were introduced to Saren, but she's clearly wearing an N7 jacket. This immediately hooks you to that emotional response of being from the Alliance. This then raises intriguing questions. Has the Alliance gone rogue? Has someone infiltrated the Alliance? Will we be taking them down, or just her down? We've seen players turn against organisation before in video games, such as Sam Fisher hunting down Third Echelon, or Solid Snake taking out Foxhound, the Jedi Exile killing the Jedi Council, even Shepard taking out Cerberus after spending an entire game working for them. So here we are with that one short clip. We have a mysterious female villain which ties to our Alliance, who we want to help save the galaxy. Is she just a rogue agent like Saren, Or has the entire organisation been corrupted and, lost sight of its original goals? Pretty much like the Illusive Man and Cerberus. One thing's for sure though, it intrigues me. I'm pretty certain that it's not Shepard in the trailer. And if you want to see why, then you're going to need to watch the video that's on screen now. Don't forget to hit the like button. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Commander.